weekly news,
education, politics,
economics, culture. Weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.
Time for English Weekly program, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, welcome on Weekly News. I'm Usman Sakaka for the presentation. Once more, welcome on Renouveau TV. Opening this morning at the Palais de la Culture Amadou Ambateba, the national phase of the National Inclusive Dialogue. The tone was given by the President of the Republic, Ibrahim Bakar Keita, in front of more than 3,000 guest lecturers. National anthem of Mali, then a minute of silence in memory of the military and civilian victims of the crisis. Now plays to the speech of the President of the Republic to give the start of the week. And it was a very proud Ibrahim Bakar Keita who addressed to the members of the triumvirate and the organizing committee of the Inclusive National Dialogue. A dialogue which, according to him, will undoubtedly allow to start again on the right foot. This national phase preceded that of the validation of the term of reference in September and the municipal, local, regional, and councillor phases. The 1,000 delegates will examine the recommendations and resolutions from the local meetings. In addition to the physical presence at the conference, the Malians also expressed their expectation on the website of the Inclusive National Dialogue, and everything will be examined during the 9 days of debate. Unsurprisingly, the opposition was conspicuous by its absence from the opening ceremony of the National Inclusive Dialogue. As for the armed group, they were present. And bicefalism in the National Youth Council of Mali. The new office of the Youth Center led by Amadou Diallo was received in audience last Tuesday by the Minister of Youth and Sport, Aruna Moribo Touré, elected at the head of the 6th Ordinary Congress in Kuchala with 135 votes. Amadou Diallo presented his office to the Minister in Chairs while requesting his support. Commentary. A week after the end hour, the new office of the National Youth Council, headed by Amadou Diallo, has just contacted the Minister of Youth and Sport. During this meeting, the new president of the CNG assured the minister about the magnitude of the task before requesting his support. The Minister of Youth and Sport returned to the condition in which the Congress took place before announcing the end of the dual system which reigned within the Council, while also inviting the office to open the door to the protesters for the sacred union within youth. As a good elder and stressing on the preponderant role played by youth in the development of the country, the Minister Touré gave advice to the members of the office while asking them to respect the text. Nouvelle vision politique pour le Mali, or New Political Vision for Mali. This is the name of the new political platform that has just emerged. Made up of more than 10 young political parties and associations, this platform aims to be an instrument of consolidating democracy and building a society of progress, solidarity, justice. It was presented to the press this morning at the press conference. Sharing the same ideals, young political parties and associations have joined hands to work together for the strengthening of democracy, solidarity, and union of action. The platform Nouvelle Vision Politique pour le Mali, New Political Vision for Mali, sets several objectives. For its president, the Nouvelle Vision Politique pour le Mali translates a new page of political regrouping in our country. Faced with the multiple challenges of the day and for a peaceful socio-political climate, the new political platform intends to play its full role. The platform is made up of political parties such as Morena, the Socialist Party of Renouveau, the Gathering of Environmentalists from Mali, the Five Star Patriotic Movement, Associations of Integrity. At the head of the delegation, the president of the movement, Renouveau, paid a visit to Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire from November 28 to 30, where he spoke with the Dogon community on several topic issues. Commentary. This three-day visit, which is part of the contact, allowed the president of the movement, Renouveau, to exchange views with the Dogon community living in Côte d'Ivoire on several subjects of national interest, especially the return of peace in our country and mainly in the central plagued by inter-community conflict. Hamidou Jiminde took advantage of this visit to call on our compatriots living in Côte d'Ivoire to join efforts to put an end to the crisis and above all not to make amalgam. At his turn, the president and the Tuluba invited young people to be wary of information relayed on social networks while joining hands for the return of peace to Dogon country. Contributing to the treatment of malnutrition in hospitals, providing nutritional recovery unit with medical materials and equipment ready for the treatment of malnutrition. These were the objective of the national operation in materials and equip to urine unit of 6 hospitals covered by the project to strengthen human resources for health in Mali. Founded by USAID and executed by IntraHealth, this batch of materials is estimated at 25 million CFA francs. Mali is one of the Sahelian countries which record the rate of acute malnutrition beyond the threshold of the World Health Organization. To deal with this situation, a project to strengthen human resources for health has been set up. Funded by USAID through IntraHealth, this donation will contribute to improving the quality of service in different hospitals for the care of children suffering from acute malnutrition. This material for assessing nutritional status, detecting and managing certain complications. A gesture appreciated at its true value by the beneficiaries who share proper use. The representative of the Minister of Health and Social Affairs took this opportunity to thank the partners. He also expressed the wish for an application of results. This donation ceremony in medical materials and equipment was followed by another operation. This material were donated by Zakat Foundation of America. The National Anti-Corruption Week in Mali was launched last Monday, organized by the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations to combat corruption and poverty in partnership with the Training and Development Support Association. This week of action will continue until December 15. The launching popular was chaired by the Minister responsible for institutional reform and relation with civil society. Founded by the Oziwa Foundation for a period of 2 years, the National Anti-Corruption Week of the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations to fight against corruption and poverty will be marked by several awareness-raising activities. According to the organizers, the initiative aims to improve the operational framework for combating corruption among populations, but also to bring about a change in behavior. Communication on visions, missions, accurate structures to prevent and fight against corruption and illicit enrichment. Awareness campaign will be among the flagship activities of this week. Present at this popular launch conference, the minister responsible for institutional reform and relations with civil society reaffirmed its commitment to support the initiative of the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations to fight against corruption and poverty. Note that at the end of this week of action, civil society actors will be informed of the mission of the Office of the Auditor General, the Economic and Financial Center of Bamako, the central office to combat illicit enrichment. Here takes an end these weekly news, and let's say hello to the population of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, United States of America. See you next time. Until then, take care.
Weekly news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.